Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Binary Life, a channel that teaches new developers how to code by solving algorithm problems and you following the breakdown steps so that you see how we arrive at the solution. So today we're going to solve the count consonants. So write the function consonant count here, or this for different languages, or these are just different names of the functions. That takes a string of text. This is a string of text and returns the number of consonants. And this is consonants are letters used to write English, excluding the vowel. So we're going to count everything that is not vowel. Basically, we're counting consonants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create these vowels. I'm going to create an array of vowels that is going to we're going to store somewhere, just to keep so that we can have as a reference to be checking. So this is it. So basically we'll take this string and we're going to look through the different characters and we're going to make sure that the characters are not vowels by referring to this vowels variable. That's basically the logic. So how do we check if something is not inside this string? Let's just open the Node.js console so that you can see. So I'm going to type node. Oops, sorry, my keyboard is bugging. Right. So I'm going to type node, and let's say we have our vowels like this. How do we check if something is inside? So if I take a random string, let's just call this string random. Let's put the word random inside. Is that even random? No, let's forget about the string. Let's take a character like this. I'm going to put a random character inside, like r random. So if I want to check if the random string is inside the vowel, I'm going to say vowels.includes. Does the vowel includes the character? You see, return false because there's no arrow here. I can check for something else. Is there E? Does the vowels include the character E? You see, returns true. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take this string, write a function that takes a string and returns the number of consonants. So we're going to be counting. Not only are we looping to exclude vowels, we're also going to count the number of consonants. So I'm going to create a variable counts consonants, which is going to store our answer. For now it's 0. So I'm going to take that string and split. When you take a string and split, let's say this is our string here. When I split, it permits me to have individual characters, something like this, in an array format so that I can loop through. So I'm going to split and then I'm going to loop through every character. And what am I going to do? If the character is not inside the vowels, or let's say if the not is the exclamation sign. So this says if the vowels does not include this character, this means we have a consonant here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to increment this consonant counts. I can just say is equal to consonant count plus 1. So this basically says if the vowels does not include this exclamation is for not. If the vowels does not include the character, which it means it's a consonant, so I increment the consonant count. At the end of the day, I can return the consonant counts, because as this is looping, it will be counting. and at the end we have the total. So if I execute this code, we have error. It's let's to declare variable, not the s, let's without the s. So let's execute it one more time. Expected 8 to equal 7. So I actually got 8. This should be an error. Let's do some printing here to see what's the problem. Let's print all the consonants. Before we print the consonant, we have to print the initial text so that we can see what it looks like before seeing the consonant inside. So the initial text is the initial string here is empty, so we have nothing. Oh, I can also print the final output so that we can see how it starts in the beginning here with the initial string, the different consonants, and the final output here. I think that makes it easier to track. Let's console log. So when we have a string like this, the consonant count is 0, that's normal. When we have a string like this, the consonant count is 0, that's also normal. When we have a string like this, the consonant count is 2. Yeah, this is XX because we're printing the different consonants at this level, at level 7, and it prints X and X. That's why we have 2. When we have this, we have 5. This should be correct. Now when we have hello world, this is where we have the problem. I think it prints the empty space here, so we need to eliminate the empty space here. All right, so we need to really cancel the empty space. So I can do it in the for loop here. I can just do an if here. If the character is different from an empty space, then I count. So that eliminates the empty space thing. So let's test again the code. It fails one more time. What do we have? This is a test string here. Hello world. Expected 15 to have to equal 7. So we had 15. That's because it counted these special characters. We need to eliminate special characters. So how do we eliminate special characters? We are not going to do another if to check special characters. We may have to do probably regular expression that takes the alphabet without the vowels. So let's check that on Google. Regular expression to exclude vowels in JavaScript. How to remove all vowels from a string in JavaScript. All right, let's check this one. Let's check. So this is our constant. So if we take I think by this stage we have understood this algorithm. Now the problem we have is it counted empty spaces, so we removed it, and now we discover that it counts special characters, and we don't know the total number of special characters we have out there. So we are looking for a different approach. So this one eliminates vowels. So we have something like this. If we take the string and replace everything that is a vowel by an empty space, we'll be left with something like this. without the vowels. I think this can be a good approach. We just remove all the vowels in the string with this replace using regular expression. We just replace every vowel in the string with this empty character here, and then we'll be left just with no vowels, with consonants, and then we can just count. I think that's faster. So I'm going to copy this code like this. This code here. I think all what we did was good so that we can see all the logic, how I thought about it, until we started having errors at this execution level. So I'm just going to comment all of this, and let's start from afresh. So basically these are consonants here. Consonants. I'm allowing this so that you can see how the thinking process goes, how we debug, how we meet problems and stuff like that. So these are consonants. We take the string, the initial string that was given here, and we replace all the vowels. I can even take care of all the capital letter vowels so that we don't have again any problem. Right. So we take all the vowels and replace with this, and at the end we'll be left with consonants, so we can just count the length. So we can return this dot length. Let's try the code. Expected 4 to equal 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something crazy. So let's console log this and see. Consonants, and before I console log that, as usual, I'm going to console log the initial string too. Right, let's try the code. So we have this, the number of consonants is 0. Right, this string is empty, expected to equal +0. So if I take an empty string and display the length, what do we have? We have 0. I think that's basically it. So if I return this, or if I console log it, consonant.length, what do we have? We have 0. So that string is empty string, expected undefined to equal 0. Basically, if I think it's failing at this empty string. But what if I do the initial check in the beginning just to eliminate empty string? Like if the string is empty, then I return 0. Else I continue to the next phase. So let's do that. Right here, right here. Expected undefined to equal 0. So this is going to, these are all vowels. It's going to replace all of them, and we'll be left with an empty string. That's it. So maybe it's good to put it just here. If we remove everything and the consonants become 0 and the consonant becomes empty, we just return 0. Else, let's console log. So let's try that. Right, so I can now return like this. Keeps failing. This is crazy. So we have this. Let's comment again. We're in the debugging phase, guys. So we have this, the number of consonants is empty. We have this, the number of consonants, it's 4. It was supposed to be 0. It means that we have a problem with the replace. We have a problem with the replace. So we need to check it out properly. It is not actually replacing. It was supposed to take the string and replace the A's with empty characters. That's what happened. So let's check this example here. We will need to execute it line after line. So if I take a string like this, I'm going to replace it and put this. So if I apply this logic to it, this logic here, what is our consonant right now? It did not replace, which means that regular expression is not working. We need to look for something else. G flag not set. What if I set the G flag here for group to replace everything? All right, something like this. Hope is a constant. Crazy. So I'm going to look for another constant. Consonant 2. So what if I console log this? It's empty. So I think the problem was this G here. To do a group replacement, that is going to scan the whole string and replace. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to add G for group replace, and I test the code one more time. So it removed all the vowels except that it left empty spaces. This is going to be a problem because it's going to allow empty spaces and it's going to allow the special character. So I think the best solution right now is to return to the original one, the original solution here. This is good brainstorming. And instead of setting the vowels here, we're instead going to set consonants. So let's just type all the whole alphabet. Let me just copy it from Google. Alphabet characters. I think it's better to just type. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So that's it. I'm going to remove vowels from there. This is vowels A, this, O, U. I've removed vowels. So this becomes our no vowels variable, basically. So remember, we're starting the algorithm from the beginning. So I have all our no vowels here, and the number of consonants is 0 for now in the string. The count is 0. So I'm going to take this string and split and look through the string like we did before, and if every character is inside the no vowels, it means it's a consonant. I can just remove. I don't need this if again anymore because I'm just checking if everything is inside the no vowels. So if no vowels has this character, it means it's a consonant. So basically every character I meet inside here is a consonant. So if it's match, I increase this thing and then I return. This should actually work. Let's try the code. For this one, the consonant count is 0. That's correct. For this one is 0. That's correct. For this one, it's 0. That's Not correct. Not correct. I think it's 0 because it hasn't counted the capital letters. That's it. So I'm going to take the letter here and reduce to lowercase. So how do we do that? So that it can do the comparison. Because when it's going to happen here, it is going to meet this X here, and it's going to check if the capital X is inside here, and it's not. We just have the lower one. So I'm going to convert to lowercase. And how do we do that in JavaScript? If I take my X and I say to lower, I think that's it, to lowercase. This is it. So I'm going to copy this, copy, and I'm going to compare this with the lowercase. So let's try again the code. That's it, guys. It has been a roller coaster, testing things one after the other. So I'm going to remove the console logs and make the code cleaner like this. So let's try one more time. So basically we create all the no vowels character, we store it somewhere, and then we do the consonant count to be 0, and then we look through the string here at line 4, and we're going to check if this no vowel, if every character is inside the no vowels. If that's the case, it means it's a consonant, so we increase the consonant count, and then at the end of the day we return the consonant count. That's basically it. So I'm going to come out of this full screen mode, right, and I'm going to submit the final form. Oops, it failed somewhere. Let's see what's the problem here again. It failed somewhere. Should return the number of consonants in string. This expected 21, we got a 22. Why the matter? Now for this particular scenario, I don't know what's the matter. It seems to not. I don't know what's 20. Let's see. I'm going to do back our console logs to see. All right, this is great. Now let's run the final test for codewars. I'm going to console log the character here, so that we can count the number of consonants and see them with the eye. So why is this failing? These are the different characters here. They seem to be all consonants. So what are we missing here? Expected 50, it got 65. What is here that is not a consonant actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something. I certainly missed something. So for this particular scenario, I don't quite know why it's not counting. This is crazy. So I'm going to put I'm going to this individual line is so long, I'm going to put it in an array. So we have an array to be equal to something like this, right? So I'm going to push this thing in the array. Push the character, and then I'm going to console log all the list of consonants here so that I can see everything in one line. Right. So this is 14. This is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 13, 14. So it was expecting 15. I don't know why it's expecting 15. It doesn't make sense. Because we actually really have 14. So I may guess that this exercise has a problem fundamentally. Because which can be the 15th character that we do not get here? J, I put J 2 times. It's J. Sorry, it's the no vowels. It's the J, not G here. G. Yes, that's it. That's it. This is the error actually. So let's test again the code. And let's attempt the code. And everything works. So it was, I confused G and J actually. That's the whole point of coding live and seeing the difficulties when you're a beginner. So I'm going to make the code cleaner one more time. I'm going to remove this, and remove this array, and even the console logs, and remove whatever, the first console log, and run the code one more time. It has been a long ride. Right, and let's submit. Okay, and let's watch rapidly what other people have done. This is regular expression. I don't seem to understand very much why. Okay, regular expression still. I think this is easier to understand. It's like what we wrote, like when we loop through every character. C is for character here, like for our case, we loop through every character of the string and check if that character is not inside this list. So he put the lowercase and uppercase at once and check and increase the count. This is actually the same algorithm we wrote here. This is very beginner friendly. Right. This is replace that we tried to do. It never worked. I don't know why. That's it. This one is, and this is actually good. This means if the string doesn't contain A to Z, if it doesn't contain alphabet, that is it actually eliminates special characters here. If it doesn't contain alphabet, or if it contains the vowels, they replace everything by this empty string. I think this was what we were lacking. This second part here. Yeah, that's what happened. So we eliminate special characters and then we eliminate vowels. We replace all of them by this string. We'll be left just with consonants and then we count the length. This is actually what we were trying to do. We finally ended up doing this one. All right, so I'm going to stop here and see you in another challenge for another algorithm. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, please.